All right. This is going to be a quick guide talking about how to retake points, especially when you don't have a numbers advantage. So something we talk about in some of the scenarios is playing fast, right? The situations where, look, you have an advantage or the enemy team is weak or whatever it is, and you have to go fast, right? You accelerate the game, that you accelerate the fight by doing more damage and taking more damage. I also mentioned sometimes that you need to slow the fight down. It's often when you're like low health or you're waiting on supports or whatever it ends up being, but it happens in other situations too. So this is actually going to be a pretty good one. So this is going to be a 3-on-4 retake of Blizzard World first. Understanding how to retake points is really important because it's not a high percentage play. Like, you're not 50-60% is way too high. I think that the average retake rate is probably only like 25 to 35%. But if you don't know what you're doing, the chance of retaking is like near zero. And retaking a point can often lead to a full hold if you can do it correctly. So in this situation, just covering it from the vertical view first, it's gonna start as a 4-on-4. I've died, I've respawned back. The enemy team has actually 5 people up. Yeah, they have 5 people up right now, and then we're gonna kill one. They're gonna kill one of ours, so we're down. It's a 3-on-5 right now, but we're gonna trade out. I think the Kiriko kills the Ana. All right, so now we're in a 3-on-4, right? 1, 2, 3. It's Kiriko, Ana, and me against their 4-man lineup. So I'm gonna play from the vertical view first, and then talk about the first person perspective. So what I'm thinking here is, I need to stay alive as long as I possibly can. I cannot kill anyone right now. There's way too much like sustain on their side with Lifeweaver way far in the back. Unless I can get to Lifeweaver, which is like no chance because of how far back he is, I can't really do anything right now. But the first thing I note is I'm coming into the fight and I saw that my Ana the Kiriko got the Ana pick. Right, as I'm coming in, I see, hey, actually let me back up so you can see in the kill feed. I see Kiriko gets the Ana pick. I see Kiriko is low, and she's gonna teleport back. So I know right away that my Kiriko was like one-shottable by the Tracer, and I'm expecting the Tracer to try to go after it, right? So shield goes up to block off this corner of the point, and my goal is to try to hold this spot as long as possible. But the first thing I need to do is I need to actually make sure the Kiriko doesn't kill my Ana. If the Kiriko kills my Ana, or I can't let the Tracer kill my Kiriko. If the Tracer kills my Kiriko, this fight's over. We're not going to win a 2v4 retake. So number one thing is I'm spamming, but I'm looking for the Tracer to try to get through or around the shield. As soon as she starts going in, like visible to me, I immediately start poking her down. Do I expect to kill her? Absolutely not. I just want to get her low enough that my Kiriko has time to get healed by the Ana. That's what I'm thinking this whole time is, this is not a kill. I just need to discourage the Tracer from full committing on the Kiriko. So time is bought here, right? Kiriko stays alive. The Ana's going to sleep the Tracer, and then the Tracer's going to get killed by them, which is an excellent play. Obviously, that had nothing to do with me, other than the fact that I made it possible by keeping the Kiriko alive and poking down the Tracer to prevent her from full committing and killing the Kiriko right away. My job is mostly just to stay alive here. So what did I do? I used shield here to try to stay alive. When shield is down, I immediately go into Nemesis form, right? As soon as I start taking a significant amount of damage, I just hold block. Like, it's that simple. I'm not trying to go anywhere. I'm not trying to push forward, try to kill backline, because I know that's not my job, right? We just killed one, right? We have more people respawning right now. I know the soldier's coming back first, right, because of the spawns. Like, I just knew, like, in my head that the soldier was going to get back first. So all I got to do is stay alive here. We potentially can have good defensive position if we can get up top. Like, all I got to do is stay alive. If I can just consume, like, all 3 of their time on me, that's fine, right? And they're all just attacking me. But again, with 2 supports here, there's, like, basically no way for them to kill us. I wait till I get healed. And now I'm back to, okay, staying alive mode, right? Shield, right? Gameplay loop, right? Shield, Nemesis, over and over and over again. Spam, spam, spam. At this point, I realize we're going to win the fight because I hear my soldiers here, and that's why I'm vortexing to make sure the soldiering can't get away. Because now that traps the soldier, when the soldier goes over here, right, I see her go this way, and then when she goes over here, I throw this trap, meaning that she can no longer back up, so she's committed now, and when she's committed, she's going to die. Like, there's no way for her to, like, retreat and reset from here, and the fight is won. So, first person perspective as well. Walking into this, so I'm always paying attention to the kill feed, right? And everything's going on. I see all my teammates' positions. I can accurately guess where the enemy positions are by what's happening. Like, I see my Tracers over there, so I know there's people on the far right. I see my Ana's here. I see my Kiriko's in. So I start walking up, right? I know my Tracer's dead. I see the pick right now. I walk forwards. I see my Kiriko's low right now. I see the teleport back. I shield off, right? Partially to give myself space and partially to let Kiriko retreat into it, or she could swift step. She swift steps in. I'm thinking of the Kiriko. I see the Tracer, right? I vortex, right, to try to prevent the Lifeweaver from stepping up or anybody else over here, and I immediately turn on the Tracer, right? Okay, zap, 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 zap. Tracer goes into my backline. Do I turn, right? Because think about it. I could turn here and keep attacking the Tracer. Would that be super effective? It wouldn't be super effective. It would be hard for me to hit her, but I could hit some. The problem is if I do that, their whole team just walks forward through my shield and kills us, okay? I'm far better off in the situation occupying 3 other heroes' time. So that's why I don't look for the tracer at all. As soon as she goes behind me, I'm like, that's it. It's not my job anymore. Like, Godspeed to my supports in the back line. Like, they either win that fight or they don't. But if they can't win the 2v1, like, I'm not going to make a significant difference there, because then I'm going to die and then our team's going to get rolled anyway. My job here, just stay alive, right? I get a couple good punches in because I notice I'm not taking damage yet. Now I notice I'm starting getting hit, so now I block, right? Just holding block, occasionally getting a punch in, get hit by rock, right? But like, there's nothing I do. I'm holding block. Like, I can't dodge the rock in that situation. All I do is just pray that my supports have taken care of the tracer, which they have, and they'll keep me alive. And that's their job, right? My job is to occupy time, occupy space. I am defending, right? If we walk this back to before the tracer dies. So my goal here is I need to defend this space. There are 3 enemies that I am occupying right now, which means, right, all 3 of them I'm currently like basically taking out of the fight as long as I stay alive. I have 2 supports back here against 1 DPS. That gives them a pretty good chance at winning that fight, especially since we slowed the tracer down. I don't know how many cooldowns she ends up having, but she gets slept anyway. But she's going to die back here, and that makes this fight now very much winnable. Like, it was sort of winnable, like that we were like, I don't know, 20-25% chance. As soon as the tracer dies, we now go into like 50% plus chance. It all depends on whether or not I play this correctly. If I just hold block here, my chance of winning is like 70% plus. Unless they have like flux or something, there's no real way for them to blow through block. They just don't do enough damage, right? Sigma only does 75 damage a second, Soldier does, I don't know, 150 or whatever. She popped overclock here even, but like overclock doesn't burn through the Ramattra shield, right? I literally just hold shield here. Like, you can see that she's gonna be burning me down like non-stop, because she understands, she like has to, like, I have to die here. If I don't die, like, they're never gonna cap the point. So, right, zap, and notice my placement's important. If I over pursue the Life Weaver, they're gonna be on all 3 sides of me, and then they can all shoot me in the middle. But if I keep them all on one side, I can hold block and then prevent any of them from doing any meaningful damage, because it's 75% damage reduction, right? It's not like the Soldier's not hitting me. Like, she's hitting me non-stop. Like, tracking's good, right clicks are good. She's just not gonna kill me. Like, a Ramattra who's holding block is like functionally unkillable. Same thing for Doomfist, right? It's really, really hard to kill them in that situation unless you're something that can break the block. If the Soldier had timed it correctly with the rock, she might have been able to burst through. But without the timing, there's just no way. Like, I just stay alive here, shield goes up right away, and now they're like, okay, this is not gonna work, right? Soldier immediately gives up once the shield goes up, which is a correct call, and she's like, I have to kill the backline or this isn't gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna stop there. Oh, actually, well, let me show you the rest of the fight just so you can see what happens there. Sorry, Soldier dies, I get rocked, it doesn't matter, I'm not even bothering dodging because I know they're gonna die, right? Kill a Sigma, and then force the rest back. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Hopefully this was useful.